ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Chicago, Illinois, USA. Here at the Western North Shore, joined by Ryan Bowen, I'm Neil Pickup, and we are about to start the press conference for East versus West, and I cannot wait.
Neil, it's a huge event. This event, we've got not only a stellar lineup, but we have potentially the biggest match of 2025. Mr. Gasparini challenging for the #1 rank in the world against Lavan Zaranov. This is the biggest event of the year.
Ladies and gents, we got them all today, from featherweights to super heavyweights and everything in between. A ladies' world title match, 11 in total, 11 countries represented. And as Ryan rightly pointed out, today we see the pinnacle of the sport on the right arm in the men's super heavyweight division as the Georgian Hulk, Lavan Zaranov, defends the gauntlet. And he defends it against the man who, it's fair to say, ran him the closest in any previous outing.
Yeah, absolutely. What Mr. Gasparini was able to do last time really shocked the world. And I know the last time people were so impressed that he just managed to get into the match. Now he's coming here with a different intent. He says, I'm coming to win the match this time. So the mood has changed. Is Lavan beatable? We're going to find out tomorrow night.
There's a wave of confidence marching behind the gladiator. And the man from Italy is very, very confident that he has worked the areas of his game that are going to pay dividends. The rise, dramatically different. His back pressure, as good as it gets. But is it enough? I caught up earlier today, Ryan, with Lavan Zaranov just a few meters away from the stage, and he was in a sinister, calm mood. I asked him the chat, the questions about will he play if he becomes dominant? If he gets to a controlling position, will he toy with areas? His answer was clinical and sinister and cold. He just said, I will kill him.
Yeah, he said it in the pre-match interviews too. He said, I will break Mr. Gasparini's arm. I've had enough, I'm going to break his arm.
Now, if that's not enough for you, the undercard is ridiculous. Super heavyweights, left, right, and center. Alex Cadet, no limits Devon Larratt on the left arm. Now, the intriguing story that everyone's familiar with out there, every single time these guys have faced each other in a practice environment, the result has been emphatic in favor of the giant pole.
Yeah, but if there's any one man in the arm wrestling world that seems to change in an instant when it gets to, from the contrast from practice to the moment that matters, it's Devon Larratt. When he starts to defend center and fight for it and take away every opportunity, he seems to go to a level that is extraordinary. So Alex Cadet, the biggest man, some people say in arm wrestling, the frame on him, extraordinary, such a pure athlete. We've seen him dominate Devon, but will it happen on the table? The 4th rank in the world, Neil, the left arm is up for grabs.
Let's talk about monster Michael Todd, US favorite, absolutely revved to the max for this match. We've seen Michael, he's such an emotional arm wrestler. On occasion, he can talk himself out of a match. That does not seem to be the case here. He cannot wait. But the man he faces, Zaranov of Kazakhstan. He is put together differently.
he's made out of stone. He's the most dense-looking athlete you'll see on the card. And look, yes, Michael Todd is the most defensively proficient arm wrestler in the world. Pinning him is quite a task, but you look at Zaranov, you've got to say, how does Michael pin Zaranov as well? Because Zaranov's, his fundamental strength is so good that if he stays at center, I don't know, how does Michael finish him? It's not just about Zaranov attacking, it's about can Michael attack as well.
Steel Morozov, also here, another titan in the super heavyweight division. Looks like he's carved out a rock. He will be facing Alex Cadet on the right arm. And I know everybody at home is waiting to see whether that can be a repeat of their left arm battle. That was unbelievable. If we get another one of those, fasten up your chin straps, because it will get bumpy. Yeah,
Alex Cadet doing the double act this night. We've got him against Devon, we've got him against Morozov. If he can pull off a double victory, wow, what an amazing performance would he would be. But as he said, he's the biggest man in arm wrestling. He's top roll, he's impressive. He's got a press now that wasn't there in the early years. He's looking more and more complete with every year that goes past. Morozov, I think he's the favorite in most people's eyes, but Alex Cadet, he's here with a mission.
Let's talk about other hometown favorites. Paul Lynn, Captain America, the White Oak, and that fella is in ridiculous condition. As always, he's got a very, very dangerous opponent. If you look at the last outing of Arsen, it was crazy. He absolutely ran over his opponent, and it set him up for this big match with the White Oak. Who do you like there and why?
Well, look, the form that Paul Lynn has been in recent times has been truly fantastic. What he did to David Samusha at King of the Table 14 was truly impressive. Paul has gone from level to level. He's such a professional athlete. But you know, Arsen, when I sat down with Arsen, I realized how strong that man is. I looked at these biceps and I thought, my goodness me, such a versatile puller. He's ready to test all lanes. This match, I don't think it's going to be straightforward. It's going to be it's going to be able to adjust on the move, and I think that whoever wins this one's going to have to be really sharp.
Hatrian is one of those arm wrestlers that kind of flies under the radar, but his proficiency at the table is beyond question. We saw that against Shark. He really opened up with a blinder, almost relaxed in the second round, took a loss, and then from there, he just put on a masterclass.
Yeah, he did. He was able to reinvent himself in the middle of the match. He went from looking like he was in trouble to looking like he was in utter control. And the way he finished Andre, truly spectacular. Neil, one match coming up that I think might steal the show, as it did in King of the Table 14, was when Matt Mask got on the stage against the Georgian. And he's doing it again on Saturday night up against Zurakashvili, who has just kept the momentum going. That Nugo Chikadze set. And he said, Matt Mask will never defeat a Georgian. Matt Mask says he will.
That match is layered with intrigue. If the intrigue of the match itself and the athletes itself was not enough, the fact that this is on the left arm, neither one of these guys is a left-hand specialist. Everyone at home, ourselves up here, we'd love to see this on the right arm, particularly after what we saw Matt Mask do to Ongobayev.
Yes.
The left arm, it's open season.
It's a bit of a mystery. Arakli says he can go inside and go outside. We've seen Matt Mask in the past look incredible against Devon in years gone by on the left. We know he's got it there, but that unknown factor brings a lot of excitement. The energy between those two is going to be huge. The crowd's going to go insane. When Matt Mask hits that table, Arakli's got to be ready.
So let's talk about our ladies match here. Ellen Yanaheim, she is facing an absolutely exceptional talent in Fia Rasik. Speaking of Fia, she told us a little story. I'm going to recount it to you guys. The village in which she lives, in the solitude in Sweden, only 16 people there. 16. From that 16, 3 were world arm wrestling champions. Do the maths on that. Incredible. Not only is her little corner of Sweden incredible, Sweden has the Mecca of female arm wrestling. It has produced champion after champion after champion, and today 2 of them are here, and they've got history.
Yeah, Ellen Yanaheim, people don't know her as well as they know Fia Rasik, but let me tell you, Ellen Yanaheim has achieved things that no other women have in the sport. She was the youngest ever female athlete to win a European championship. She won her first WAF Worlds at 14, I believe. She's done phenomenal things, and she's come so close on so many occasions. She's taken rounds off Fia, but never taken the match. This time, Fia, as the left and right 70-kilo world champion, she knows she's got a big threat. Ellen Yanaheim is hungry. She's here to prove to the world that she's the real deal.
Now, Engin Terzi, as always, has matched this card beautifully. We're not only seeing the big established names, the people that you guys at home are familiar with, there's a number of exciting debutantes here, none more so than Alan Ford. The hitman is taking his bow here at East versus West 18, but in terms of pedigree, in terms of point proven, he's way past. And Ballinger, we saw his impressive opener with Coach Ray. This should be a banger.
Yeah, Alan's been pulling 35 years, I discovered yesterday, and I think, wow, what a long, hard-earning way to the debut. It's well overdue for Alan. He's, as you said, he's known as the hitman, his pedigree. He's got pins on Todd Hutchins, to give you an example of what he's been able to do throughout his career. He's a very, very dangerous arm wrestler, very intuitive. He's part of that Ottawa club, and table time has been his specialty. Watch for that hit in the night, but up against Ryan Ballinger, who has an elbow on him. He has side pressure on him. He likes to get into the fight. And as you said, he looked great against Coach Ray with a dominant 3-0 victory. This one's got all of the hallmarks of of a grinder. I can see the wrist going back on Ryan, but him never saying die. It's going to be a good one.
Technically, fire and ice, the top roller, the hooker. We see it go down today. Other exciting debutants. Ivan Porta of Spain, multiple Spanish national, multiple EAF European, and multiple WAF World Arm Wrestling Champion. This guy in his 40s, he has more than 20 years of experience, and if you see his forearm close up, it is something else.
Yeah, the condition that man's in, I take my hat off to him. I've never seen anyone in as good a condition as Ivan Porta. All the experience in the world, he's taking on Joseph Moranto, who, let's just say youth and strength and hunger. At 22 or 23 years old, I think it is. Joseph's hungry. This is his first opportunity to pull someone international who has the record. And it's a big opportunity to be able to show the world that not only can you be the number 1 70-kilo athlete in the USA, but you're ready for the world stage as well.
I really expect that match to deliver. Both these guys are down and dirty arm wrestlers. There's no finesse here. They're going straight onto the inside. And history suggests that Joseph Moranto, to date, has never been in a bad match here at East versus West. I expect this to be the same thing.
Oh, I have no doubt it's going to be a hook war. They're both hook specialists. They're both going to come at each other. I can't wait.
Now, let's bring things a little closer to home for you. A guy you know very, very well. Young Mr. Bourneman is here. Yes. There's a massive hype train following this thing. He comes in with a gang of confidence. He's more full of himself than a Russian doll. And he comes to this stage believing that he can burst onto the big scene. He's got a tough task. Man with home court advantage that's been making his own little legacy here in this corner of the world. Wallace Dilly is a very big, scary dude.
Yeah, well, both these guys are weirdos, Neil. They're weirdos because in their first 2 years of arm wrestling, they're knocking off elites. And that's always something that you notice. So only one of these guys is going to continue that right now. The other one's got to go back and rebuild. But both guys new to the sport at the elite level, but kicking the door down very aggressively. Wallace Dilly beat Marcio Barboza. We all know Marcio. He beat Marcio convincingly and is clearly in great form. They both stand 6'3", about 130 kilos each. They're coming straight at each other. Only one man's going to continue on this dream.
One man carves out that legacy. Ryan, I think these guys have heard enough from me and you. It's time to meet the athletes. I know you're going to take it on, ladies and gentlemen. East versus West 18, here we go.
Thank you, Neil. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the moment going that we have all been waiting for. Now, tonight, you're going to have opportunities in the crowd as well to ask questions. Also, we're of course live on YouTube. We're going to get questions coming in from the crowd. But let's get our first two athletes to the stage. Please welcome, but first, ladies and gentlemen, hometown hero Wallace Dilly. All right, and his opponent, he's come all the way from South Africa. He's a phenomenal athlete at age 22. Make some noise for Bourneman. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to let you know that you both got a mic here, so feel free to take charge of this. But look, you guys have an opportunity to really set yourselves off on an amazing start to your careers. Both of you are being considered the next big thing. Everyone's talking about you guys breaking into the top 10 in the world. That's a huge thing for people to say when you're only in your third year. Wallace, you're the hometown man. I'll start with you. How are you feeling?
Feeling really good. I'm the strongest I've ever been. No pain. I'm ready to go.
Rickard, he says he's ready to go. You've come a long way. You've traveled further than anybody on this card tonight. How are you feeling, brother?
You know what? I've trained really, really hard. This is something I've been dreaming of, and I'm not gonna let travel time determine the victory on Saturday.
All right, so this match, you guys are both 6'3", 130 kilos, 140 kilos, I think, on Wallace. Is it where is this match going? Are we going straight at each other, or is someone going to get fancy?
He knows. Wallace knows. The top rule will not work. So it's going to be strength on strength straight away.
Not going to top roll, though.
Hey?
Not going to top roll.
The perfect.
I don't need it.
Let's get it over with and see who the strong man is.
Exactly. Who's stronger? That's what it's going to be. 100% sideways, baby.
There we go. I have nothing more to ask. That's basically getting down to the point.
Straight sideways, says Wallace. Rickard agrees, let's do it. Have we got any questions from the crowd or from the online audience at the moment? If you do have questions, guys, send them straight through to these guys and we'll get them answered for you. But whilst I wait for these questions to come through, Rickard, I've never seen you lose center, ever. Is Wallace the man that's going to do it?
He's about to. Tomorrow will.
You going to take center?
Absolutely.
Yes, to show me that. Yes. I'm coming hard. If you're trying to catch, you're almost going to be on the pad. It's going to be over.
No catching. Center, baby, and over.
Okay.
All right, we got a question coming in from the VIPs.
Hello, I have a question for Wallace. I heard him saying on a live that he's interested in trying to break into the top 10 of the super heavyweights within a few years. And I was wondering, now that he's actually been here and seen some of those athletes, how he's feeling about that goal overall.
Did you get that? Let's go one more time on the key bits of that question. Wallace, come right up because the echo is very difficult for us at the moment. But repeat just the basis of that question one more time.
Now that you've actually seen some of the athletes, how do you feel about breaking into the top 10 within the next few years?
Great question.
Good question. It's a daunting task, right? Some of these guys are massive, and it's overwhelming. But I think my training speaks for itself, and my record, I think in 2 years or so, I'm going to be right in the mix. I really do, yep.
Rickard, same question. I want to hear your answer to that too. A lot of people have talked about you potentially breaking into the top 10 overall. Now that you've seen what the top 10 athletes look like physically, do you feel at home amongst this level of athlete?
It's going to be a big test on Saturday. I don't know where my level's at. This is something I'm going to find out. Wallace just had a big win. That's probably the way we get to match up each other. So depending on how Saturday goes, I'll have a better understanding of where I stand.
Righto, fantastic. Well, if there's no more questions from the online audience or the crowd, I'm going to get you guys to step right on up over there and get a bit of a face-off going on. Let us know, crowd, who is going to take this one. Is it going to be the young man, Rickard Bourneman of South Africa? Rickard Bourneman. And your man, Wallace Dilly. All right. Looks like the home crowd favourite there.
Ladies and gentlemen, match number 1, Wallace Dilly and Rickard Bourneman.
Fantastic. All right, let's move straight away into the middleweight, which is the under 95 kilos, right arm, best of 5. Let's get first to the stage, the man from Canada, and he's known as the Hitman, Alan Ford. And his opponent, local hero, once again from the United States of America. Make some noise for Ryan Ballinger. All right, gentlemen, 1 mic each. Now, a middleweight title, not a middleweight title yet, but a middleweight opportunity here for you guys both to solidify yourselves. Alan, I'm going to come to you first because come up to the table, guys.
I don't know.
It might happen already if they're itching to go. You can feel it.
It's going to happen tomorrow, whether you're ready or not. So.
Nice. It's going to happen tomorrow, whether you want it or not. Alan, how are you feeling? You're making your debut. You're 35 years into the sport. It's overdue, some people say. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. What an opportunity. What a platform. This is amazing. Yeah, I want to pull now.
He's ready to go, Ryan, right now. Are you feeling nervous? Are you feeling confident? What are you going to do to this man on Saturday?
I mean, we'll find out, but yeah, I'm definitely feeling confident.
Nothing.
Yeah, we'll see. Just pay attention.
He's going to try to hook. Not going to happen.
A lot of confidence coming out from this man.
That's okay. I don't believe he believes what he's saying, so.
Yes, I do.
You believe it? I want to know. It's people who don't know Alan Ford. Tell me some of the scalps that you've taken over your career.
You can't do names, man. It's a big blur. Over 35 years, I go to almost every tournament, and I've I pretty much beat everybody here at one point or another over time. So
Not me.
I got a lot of scalps.
Ryan, the best scalp this man's potentially taken, side pressure king Todd Hutchins. Does that worry you?
Not at all. That was, 12 years ago?
And I'm way better now. Way better.
Yeah, you're going to have to be.
So let's see if there's any questions in the crowd. The VIPs, feel free to shoot forward a question. And if we got any online as well, you guys have the opportunity through the comments section to ask a good question. And if you ask a good question, it will be sent straight up here to the athletes. So let's see if anyone's got the question for these two middleweight athletes. We've got a super legend, I think, in the middleweight category from Canada up against Ryan Ballinger, who's already made a statement at King of the Table, destroying Coach Ray. Alan, you saw him destroy Coach Ray. His inside power is obviously enormous. Are you at all afraid of getting sucked into that hook?
No. Short story, I'm not afraid. I've been there a million times. That's how pretty much everybody's always tried to stop me. So this isn't going to be any different. It's just going to be a walk in the park.
Okay. All right, well, if we've got no questions from the crowd or from online, gents, I'll get you to put those mics down and head to the front of the stage. Oh, wait. We do have a question from online, I believe.
So this question is from Unapologetic Patriot. It's a question for Ryan. Who do you want if you're done and after you're done with Alan?
Who do you want if you beat and are done with Alan?
Well, I don't really like to look ahead, but if I was to win, definitely top 95 inside puller, somebody like Sasha.
Sasha Andreev. He's looking past you, Alan, to Sasha Andreev in some capacities. Same question to you. If you're victorious, are you thinking ahead or are you just all about Saturday night?
I'm really one step at a time. I'm very focused on what I'm doing right now. There's some great, amazing athletes here at East versus West that I would love to have a shot at. Someone like Irakli would be great.
Very good. Both guys clearly hungry to get all the way to the top. Some big names there, Sasha and Irakli. We'll see it in the future, but gents, let's get those mics down. Let's get a face-off happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hitman Alan Ford of Canada, Ryan Ballinger of the United States of America. Match number 2 on tomorrow's card here at East versus West 18, and you can see the bravado from the Hitman. He wants it bad. Ballinger, cool and calm. Who will rise?
All right, in the next matchup, we are heading to the featherweight division, and the first man I'm going to call up, he is a legend of Spanish arm wrestling. He has 10 WAF world titles, 27 Spanish national titles, 10 European titles to his name. Make some noise for Ivan Porta. And his opponent, once again from the United States of America, a man that you all know well. He is your 70-kilo national champion. Make some noise for Joseph Moranto. Grab a mic, gentlemen. Welcome to the big stage. It's been well overdue for yourself, Ivan. You have been an incredibly high achiever for a long time. Welcome to EVW's stage. I'm sure you're going to do well. And Joseph, you've been here. You've made an amazing debut. You're now facing world level. I want to start with you. How are you feeling facing a man of such high caliber?
I'm honored. I'm blessed to be here. I'm super excited for this match. Trained really hard for it, and I think I'm ready, man.
Where's this match going to go? Let's just get straight into the good stuff. Where are you taking this match?
It's going inside.
Ivan, he says this match is going inside. Are you in agreement? Is that where it's going?
He says he feels really good to pull with him inside, and that's why we're here.
Ivan, when you see a young man like this who is ready to come straight at you, you've got all these years, you've won countless world titles in the hook, you've won countless national titles in the hook, European titles in the hook. Are you afraid at all of this young man in the hook?
No, not really. I'm here to give it all and see what happens.
Looks very, very quick answer there. Not afraid at all, Joseph. Are you afraid of this man? When you look at the anatomy of for the crowd, give the crowd and the camera an example of this forearm. Have a look at the forearm on Ivan, ladies and gentlemen. You've never seen conditioning like this. This man is the epitome of an arm wrestler right here. That's got to be intimidating, just the visuals there.
Yeah, thank God we're not up here in Speedos, man. This isn't a bodybuilding competition. You know, we're here to arm wrestle. If I can look like him at 45, man, I'd be blessed.
Fantastic. Now, do we have any questions from the VIP section of the crowd or online for these two featherweight athletes? We've got the best 70 kilo guy in the USA up against an absolute Spanish legend of arm wrestling. Shoot them through. Ivan, whilst we wait for some questions, I want to know if this match stops. Now, often when two hookers come together, you get that beautiful moment where both of you can't pin, where you start to gas out, I can't go, he can't go. What happens if the match is perfectly balanced?
Yeah, I expect to pin him down.
Is it going to be technique or is it going to be endurance that makes the difference?
He's supposed going to be more technical, of course.
All those years of experience. And same question for you, Joseph. If it gets dug down, how are you going to overcome this man with all that experience?
Grit, man. Just grit, hard work. I'm here to fight till the end.
Nice. Now, we do have a question coming in from online. Gentlemen, make sure you keep your eyes down here to Dexter. It's a bit hard to hear, but come on forward a bit if you need to.
So this question is from random dude XYZ123. He asks, does Ivan think that his age is going to be a significant factor for his performance against a younger opponent?
He says he doesn't think so. He says that he's going to see what happens. It's a very longevity sport.
There you go. So not a factor at all there, Joseph. Is age a factor in this at all?
I don't think so. I mean, what we've learned from arm wrestling is the shelf life is incredible. So it seems like the longer you're in it, the better you get. It's definitely a marathon. So I don't think it'll be too much of a factor.
Beautiful. All right, if there are no more questions, I'm going to get these two featherweight champions of their respective nations to put the mics down and head to the front of the stage for a face-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, match number 3. What a banger this one will be. Joseph Moranto of the United States of America. He will be facing a Spanish and a global legend in Ivan Porta of Spain. It is on tomorrow night. EVWsports.com. You can see it. East versus West 18. It's almost showtime.
All right, now coming up next, we have got a surprise information for you in respect to this next opponent. You haven't seen him marketed, but one of the athletes was not able to make it at the last moment, so we have got a replacement in the Wagner-Bortolato match. So please make welcome to the stage the opponent for Wagner-Bortolato, Pavlo Derbanov. And of course, make some noise for the superstar from Brazil. You know him as Terremoto, which means the earthquake, Wagner-Bortolato. There he is. Beautiful. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. That's why he is Terremoto, the earthquake. Now, gentlemen, Pavlo, I want to start with you. Last minute call up. You get a call literally yesterday to say we needed a replacement. How are you feeling on such short notice to take on a man of such caliber?
Feeling great. Usually I am getting and I'm used to these short notices for translation. It's the same thing, right? You just have to get here and arm wrestle. That's all it is. I am as ready as I can be.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Wagner, of course, you were planning for Manuel Battaglia of Italy. Now you've all of a sudden got Pavlo Derbanov. Has that changed the game plan? Has it thrown a spanner in the works? How are you feeling?
Eu estou me sentindo preparado, da mesma forma que eu treinei para lutar com o Battaglia, é para ele então. No problem.
He has trained, so he's feeling ready. No problem if it's Battaglia or now Pavlo, he's feeling ready.
Fantastic, he's ready. Now, Pavlo, your left arm is your better arm. In the ranks within USA, it's right up there at the pointy end of the overall ranks. Does this become a big opportunity for you to now pull someone of Wagner's caliber?
Absolutely, huge opportunity, and yeah, it's amazing opponent, and we love each other, but not on the table tomorrow. It's going to be a huge war, and yeah, it's a big opportunity to move up the ranking, not only in United States, because there is no more room left. I am at the very top of it, but in the world, yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's put the call out there for questions from the crowd. We've got two monsters here, both weighing well and truly. What was your weighing? You came in at like 250 pounds?
Just a little more, 275.
275, and your weight, Wagner? 150 kilos, oh my goodness me. But ladies and gentlemen, if you got any questions from the VIP, please send them up now. Same with online, get your questions through. But Wagner, whilst we wait for the questions to come through, I want to know, where are you? You've had a very long and illustrious career. We've seen you, classically, even pin Devon Larratt. We've seen you break Michael Todd. We've seen you in some of the world's most entertaining matches. You're 45 years old, I believe. Where is your shape right now compared to your whole career?
O tempo é implacável, né? Eu estou preparado, mais experiente, mais técnico e acredito que estou mais forte nesse momento.
He says that the time he has, along the time he has been getting experience. So now he has been feeling more prepared on the top of the career after the injuries, and he's feeling ready.
Fantastic. How does that make you feel, Pavlo, when you hear that he's had such a long and illustrious career that he feels he's at the top of his game?
That's awesome, because if you're arm wrestling here, it would be, no pleasure to know that your opponent is not on his top or not the best. And I believe that we are both at our top of our career right now, and we'll find out tomorrow who is a better man, right?
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, if we've got we do have a question coming in from the online, I believe. Let's have a look.
This is a question for Wagner from Big Daddy Brega. He's asking, Wagner, when are you going to be ready for a rematch against Devon?
Saindo daqui.
Saturday.
After this one.
There we go, there we go. Be on notice, Devon Larratt.
Devon is the next.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, if there are no more questions, I'll get you two monsters to put those mics down and head to the front of the stage for a face-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pavlo Derbanov and Wagner Bortal of Brazil will face off left-handed here at East versus West 18. Remember, guys, evwsports.com, it all goes down. Wagner Bortal, 150 kilograms, and a brave man stepping in at the very last moment, Pavlo Derbanov.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Good luck on Saturday night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to another couple of monsters. The first man I'm going to call to the stage. This will be a right arm super match between these two gentlemen. Make some noise for the Polish giant, Alex Cadet. There he is. Welcome, Alex. Looking good, looking good. And his opponent, a very accomplished man. He's been world #1 in the left arm division. This is a right arm match.
make some noise for the Terminator from Kazakhstan, Artem Morozov. Good stuff. Grab a mic each, guys. Fantastic. Now, gentlemen, huge opportunity for both of you guys to really assert yourselves within the right arm overall ranks and start heading all the way up towards being one of those top contenders. Alex Cadet, I want to start with you. Last time you guys faced, you had an epic left arm battle, both exhausted, incredibly back and forth. How are you feeling?
First of all, how you guys feel about our left match? Are you like it? So what I want to say, the right match will be the greater.
Make the right arm greater. There we go. And look, the match, I want to know a little bit more about that left arm match. It was such a grinder for you. You're taking on a bunch of matches tonight, on Saturday night. This man across from you, are you ready to do what you couldn't do on left and beat him on the right?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here with my best shape. You know, like this guy is also beast. It's impossible to not be ready if you want to pose somebody like Artem. I have huge respect to him. I know we have a good match, and we do our best, and you know, this fantastic opportunity. So yeah, it will be great.
All right, now let's go to Artem Morozov, ladies and gentlemen, from Kazakhstan. Artem, you had success against Alex on the left arm. You took that #1 rank in the world that night. How are you feeling about this right arm? Are you just as confident on the right as you were on the left?
В прошлый раз ты выиграл на левую, и он сейчас спрашивает, как ты сейчас себя чувствуешь. Ты настолько себе уверен также на правую руку, как и на левую, что выиграл в прошлый раз.
Всем привет. Hello, my friend, everyone. Hello. Ну, я чувствую себя намного лучше, чем в прошлый раз, чем в прошлый наш поединок. Тем более поединок будет на правую руку. Правая рука у меня, она сама по себе, хоть у нее и больше пробег, но она все еще ездит и будет ездить лучше.
So he's saying good afternoon to everybody. He feels very good and he feels more confident than last time. And he says that his right arm, it even has more miles, but it's still driving, and he's ready for a battle, and he feels confident that he's going to win this match.
Okay, how are you going to dictate terms on Saturday night? Are you forcing the issue, or are you catching and bleeding out Alex?
Как ты будешь стараться диктовать какие-то правила вот именно завтра? Ты будешь стараться именно сразу его, так называемого, с прессингом как бы добить, или ты будешь удерживать и передерживать?
Я, конечно, очень хочу выиграть быстро, очень хочу. Но там как получится, я готов ко всему на 100%. Плюс я еще знаю, что у Алекса это 2 поединка будет, ему завтра будет тяжело, я его прекрасно понимаю, сам раньше так боролся всегда. Ну, нас ждет очень крутой поединок, надеюсь, что мы покажем все, на что способны.
I want to win really fast as I can, but how it will go, I'm ready for everything. And I know that Alex tomorrow is going to have 2 matches. It's going to be a tough day for him, so I wish him good luck.
He says he wants to do it fast, Alex. Is that possible?
You know, everyone wants to do it fast, but I know the viewers love more. It's not fast. Not always fast is good. But for sure, yeah, I understand Artem, because fast is the easiest way, the best way possible. Like, I will also try to do like that, but previously also maybe was trying the fast, but it was more interesting than fast.
It got very interesting very quickly. VIPs and online, if you have a question for either one of these 2 giants, send it through now. And whilst we wait for, straight into it, question here. Beautiful. From online.
This is a question from Eros, and his question is for Morozov. Can you give us an update on your left hand?
An update on the left arm recovery.
Дать апдейт, короче, как у тебя левая рука сейчас?
Левая рука сейчас находится на пенсии ненадолго. У нее инвалидность немножко есть. Ну, потихонечку начинаю тренироваться, но ничего специально не делаю, даю больше восстановления.
So my left arm right now is not in the best shape, but it's still injured, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm just trying to be patient and just do step by step. But for now, unfortunately, it's kind of almost retired temporarily, but still it's going to take some time in order to pull again on the left.
Gives a good opportunity, I guess, for the right arm to climb that ladder.
Хорошая возможность дает тебе на правой руке снова стать в топ-1.
У меня такой план и есть.
Yeah, that's what I thought about it. That's my plan to be.
Fantastic. Have we got any more questions from the room or online? If not, we'll get these two monsters to square up and face off. All right, looks like we're ready to go, gents. So chuck those mics down on the table and head to the front of the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup. The stage shakers in the super heavyweight division. Alex Cadet of Poland, Steel Morozov of Kazakhstan. We've seen it on the left arm. It was war. You want more? You got it. Tomorrow, it goes down at East versus West. And we cannot wait. Steel Morozov, Alex Cadet, showtime in the supers.
All right, next up, we're going to look at the female world title match. This one is going to be a special one. We talked about it in the pre-show, two superstars from Sweden. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the challenger, first of all, Aylin Yanaheim. And of course, defending the 70-kilo title on the right arm. She's a multiple world champion. You know her best as Fia Rysek. Ladies, welcome to East vs West 18. Huge moment for both of you. I know you guys know each other incredibly well. Fia defending world champion left and right on Saturday night. It's going to be the right arm. I want to start with you, Aylin. I want to start with you. You've been pursuing this lady for a long time. You've followed her footsteps. She's inspired you so many times. Why is tomorrow night going to be the night that you finally take the crown off Fia Rysek's head?
Because I've waited for this match for 3 years. And now it's time.
Okay, it's time, Fia. Is it time? You've held this crown for a while. Is it time or is it not yet?
No, it's not yet.
All right, so I want to know the history between you two ladies has been long. Like, Fia, you have watched Aylin grow up in the arm wrestling world. You're 23 years old? 23 years old, 40 years old? Sorry, I shouldn't give that away, but you're looking outstanding, trust me. You're in the amazing form. You've come into a second wind where you won your first world title 2000, or when you were 17 years old, and now you're back here at the top again. What's been the evolution in your game that's brought this resurgence?
No, but I just keep on training and keep myself free from injuries, and I think I train smart now, and I feel very strong. I feel stronger every year, so age is not the problem.
Okay, age is not the problem. And Aylin, what are you going to bring to this match that Fia has never experienced before?
I'm gonna surprise her.
Okay, there's a surprise coming.
I like surprises.
All right, ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, make sure this is the top of the tree when it comes to women's arm wrestling here. We've got a multiple world champion. We've got the youngest ever to win a WAF right here. This is a superstar in Aylin Yanaheim. You're going to see this in full display on Saturday night. Any questions from the crowd? Any questions online for these two superstars? And whilst we're waiting, we'll keep having a bit of a chat. Ladies, where is this match going? Is this a battle of the hand and wrist, Fia?
Yes, I think so.
You think so, or you know so? The surprise element that we've heard. What are you worried about? What would be a surprise?
The surprise would be if she is stronger than I expect.
yeah, that's a surprise we don't like feeling. For sure. Are you ready for a long war? This is a best of 7. It's a hard, grueling. It's not like a tournament where it's just one and done. 7 grueling rounds. How are you feeling for endurance?
I'm prepared for long matches. I have prepared for 7 hard matches.
For sure. Now, Aylin, I've seen you in the past take the first round of Fia. In tournament settings, I've seen you do it, and Fia's come back and beaten you twice in the final. How are you going to change that? Are you confident that you can get all the way to 4 victories?
Yes, I'm confident to get 4 victories.
Okay, feeling good. All right, guys, do we have any questions from the crowd? We do. We got one from online. Let's have a look.
Big Daddy Brega. This question is for Fia. Will you ever consider competing in the men's division because you're too strong?
I have competed in men's divisions in Sweden, but not in big international competitions because it's usually not allowed.
Fantastic. Yeah, look, the caliber of this level of female arm wrestling, the very vast majority of men in existence would get destroyed by both of these ladies, I assure you. Any more questions from online or in the room? Last chance for this. This one's going to be epic, trust me. World title online. All right, ladies, well, I'll get you to put those mics down and head to the front of the stage for a face-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, look upon our ladies' world title match. Elina Yanaheim, Fia Rasik, glazing right through each other there. You can see the mental games have started. And who will come out on top? These girls have history. They've been here before, but never in these conditions. EVWsports.com, you can see this clash live. Ladies and gentlemen, Fia Rasik defends the title against Elin Yanaheim.
Wow, can you feel the tension there, the stare? And I don't know if you noticed it, but Elin Yanaheim did not look away from Fia Rasik for one moment. She is here with intent. That is going to be an epic match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next match we're going to invite up to the stage. This one will be exciting. This one will have the room erupting from the moment they walk onto the stage to the moment the final pin is done. I'm going to welcome first, all the way from Georgia. He says that Matt Mask will never pin a Georgian. Make some noise for Irakli Zurakashvili. And of course, somewhat of the hometown hero, of course, from Canada. Make some noise for the wild horse, Matt Mask. I feel like I can let you guys do the talk on this one. Matt Mask, you've been told you'll never pin a Georgian. Is that going to continue, or are you going to change that?
I really hope it comes to a change tomorrow. So the whole reason I'm here is to test to see where my left is, and of course take down the Georgian Prince, see if we can shower some Chicago with some Georgian Prince tears tomorrow night. So
Directly says tears are coming.
არა ჯერ პირველ იმას ვიტყვი რომ საქართველოში წამოსვლა ხვალის შემდეგ ამას აღარ მომდება არასოდეს.
He's saying that after tomorrow he's not going to want to come to Georgia at all.
Okay, yeah.
I have a feeling I'm already on the hit list in Georgia just from my interview I had with Ryan Bowen yesterday. So
ქართულ სახელდაგვარზე უკვე შიშის ის ექნება, კანკალი ექნება.
He gets the shakes every time he hears a Georgian first name and a last name.
No, I only get the shakes when I look at his massive biceps. That's what it is.
Gentlemen, what is this match going to come down to? You're both known as top roll specialists. You're both explosive, offensive-based pullers. Is this just going to be a battle of the high ground?
I heard Irakli goes both ways.
Irakli, is this...
Ну,
He's lost for words.
ჩემთვის პრობლემა არ იქნება. მატჩი სადაც წაიყვანს იქ გადავწევ და იქ მოვუგებ. მაგისთვის არ მექნება რომ სად წავიდე და როგორ ვიბრძოლო და რაღაც წინასწარი გათვლები არ მაქვს. მატჩი სადაც წაიყვანს იქ გადავწევ. ყველგან მზად ვარ.
He doesn't have a predisposition of what the match is going to look like. Wherever the match takes him is where he's going to go.
Okay, wherever the wild horse
So he really has no fucking clue what he's going to do. Right?
Guys, of course, look, this is one of the most electric matches of the night. We saw the energy between Matt Mask and Nugo Chikadze. This one is continuing right from where that left off. Any questions in the crowd or online for either of these two guys, send them through now. But in the meantime, we'll go to Irakli. I want to know, Irakli, what...
გულსატკენ რაღაცებს ნუ ეკითხები თქოს ნუგოჩიკაძეს და იმებს ნუ ღარ უხსენებ თქო.
Don't ask him stuff that breaks his heart like Nugochikadze and stuff like that.
Broken hearts, Matt. Don't ask me. I'll break his heart just like Nugo Chikadze did.
I don't even know what to say to that.
So, Matt, I know that Nugo is a blemish on the mark for you that you want to fix. Is beating Irakli sufficient in dominating Georgia for you?
No, I would say it's a completely different situation, completely different bag of worms, right? This is a left arm match. This is Irakli. He's got at least 8 to 10 inches on him. So it's, I'd say this is just a different ball game, right? So
yeah, for sure.
More just a test to see where my left is at and see where Irakli's left is. So. Okay.
ორივე ასე ვართ, ასე რომ ვთქვათ, რაღაც აი ვერ იტყვის ვერავინ რომ ანუ ერთი ანზე ვით არის, ან მეორე ქვევით არის, ორივე ვართ საბრძოლველად და ორივე მე 6 წლის შემდეგ ტესტავ ჩემ მარცხენას და მანაც არ იცის როგორი მარცხენა აქვს უბრალოდ, მეც ვარჯიშებიდან ვიცი როგორ მაქვს და მანაც ვარჯიშებიდან იცის როგორ აქვს.
We're both on the same level. It is not a situation where one is above the other, and I haven't used my left arm in years either, and he's testing his as well, and we're going to show them a great match.
Beautiful. I have no doubt it is going to be a great match. We do have a question coming in from online by the looks of it. Let's have a look.
This question is from Lagia. It's a question for Irakli. Matt said that you have been ducking him on the right arm. Is that true?
Matt said that you've been ducking the right arm. Is that true?
ნუ თუ თავის აერდება უნდა და რატო გამოვასო ერთოდ ახლა მაგას.
You guys want to grip up right now?
კარგი მატჩი უნდა ვაჩვენოთ. ეგ თავის არიდებები და რაღაცები უკვე გვიანია და აღარ სჭირდება მსგავსი რაღაცეები.
We're not here to avoid anything. If we wanted to avoid anything, we wouldn't be here. And we're going to show a good match. The avoiding is already in the past.
Oh, here we go. Look, right hand. Oh. Bit of a preview. Oh, okay. Bit of a preview there. All right, let's All right, guys, put those mics down. Head forward for a face-off. This one's going to be electric, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wild horse, Matt Mask, is in the house. And he's facing the Georgian destroyer, Zurakashvili, the man who made skinny jeans cool again. What a matchup. Left-handed, East versus West 18, Mask and Zurakashvili. I'm going to take over from Ryan, give him a little rest. And we are going to move on with our matchups, ladies and gents, and bring up our next 2 athletes. And this is going to be awesome. One man on the rise, another man is Captain America. Let's bring up Arsen Hatrian of Armenia. Hatrian, fresh off a win against the Shark. And his opponent needs no introduction anywhere in the world of arm wrestling. He's one of the most endearing and colourful pullers in the game. Welcome, Captain America, the White Hawk, Paul Lynn. I'm going to start with the local boy, Paul Lynn. You're looking across at a very confident young man. Mr. Hatrian is a beast. And you know a lot about this guy. You've watched him operate for quite a while. This creates a different situation, Paul. Ordinarily, when we come up here, you're the underdog. Tell me something I can't do, right? You start as favourite. How's that make you feel?
I mean, it's a tough position. I paint myself as the underdog regardless. So doing all my study on Arsen, it's easy to paint myself in my own head as the underdog. He's achieved amazing stuff. He's 22 years old, super fast, super versatile. So, hey, in my head, I am the underdog.
Always playing that pressure game. And Arsen, this is a massive opportunity, right? We're here in America. You're facing one of their own. You're facing a guy who's super popular globally, and you're a one-man wrecking crew. Have you got something for this guy?
I know he is really strong. He is really old.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen at home, that makes me feel worse.
For me.
And Arsene, tell everybody at home just how old you are.
22 years old.
22 years old. And you get a shot at one of the big-time pullers in North America. What concerns you most about Arsene's game? We saw that he's got levels, Paul. We saw against Shark, he was an underdog. He came in, dominated, lost one round, and then spun that thing on its head, and he took over.
Yeah, he's fearless. He commits wherever he's going, wherever he chooses to go, he does it fearlessly. So that poses a threat in all different ways, depending on where he's going. So super fast and fearless with his commitment. So I'm going to have to be ready for whatever he brings.
Arsene, I'm going to come over your side of the table. Now, as you can see from looking at me in this wonderful lighting, I'm kind of fat. I like to stand over this side a little bit because anybody that stands that side looks bad comparatively because he is shredded to the bone. But behind that, joking aside, there's a huge amount of power, strength. Is your game going to be about power? Can you mix power with this guy? Or do you have to out-arm wrestle him, be more technical?
I think this style.
I love that. Bring that. Round one.
Every style, as a band.
Speed is a weapon for Arsene Hatrian.
So he knows that Paul is very, very strong in any position, mostly in the inside position, but I am ready for any position, and I have to try every way to get him pinned the first. But which position I will use, I will show it tomorrow. But in any position, it's the mostly which position is using the Paul. I have a preparation for that position as well, but I have my style as well. I will use mine by the way. So we will see tomorrow.
Ladies and gents, let's take this one to the floor. We got some questions down here, and we're going to see what the chat has got for young Mr. Hatrian and for Mr. Lin.
This question is from Rajan Dewangan. His question is for Arsene. How did you train to get so strong at this young age?
I'm training 3-4 times in a week with the Versedrakian, David Digian, David Stepanian. It's all enough to be better with my opponents.
Iron sharpens iron, they say, Paul. And he's got quite a crew that he's working with there. Do you agree?
He may have the best crew in all of the country. When you talk pound for pound with the 4 names that he trains with Ole, David, Vrej, and David, I can't think of a better group of 5-6 guys.
Murderers row.
They're blessed, man. They're blessed.
Right there. I think we may have one more question. Just let's have a look out there. No, we're good to go. Ladies and Arsene got something else he wants to put forward there.
Yeah, and he has the best coach. He's in Armenia, and even if he's in the United States, Arsene living in United States, but he's following up to his coach. He's the Armwrestling, and he has a lot of the world champions in WAF. He has every times he has 3-4 world champions from Armenia, and mostly he's following up his advices, and this is why he's like this.
A proud tradition of arm wrestling, Paul, in Armenia is coming after you, coming to get you.
So a lot of Armenians has preparation with this match. So
How are the nerves, mate? Are they jangling a little bit at this stage? I mean, you're coming in as favourite, but you know the threat level.
Buddy, if you don't have nerves, you shouldn't be here, right? It's all about how you process them. Again, pressure is always there. Pressure from the outside, pressure we put on ourselves. It's what we choose to do with that pressure and we bring on the day of. I want to say thank you to the VIPs, all right, and everybody who bought a ticket. We're out here doing this, we're training, a lot of us are committing a lot of our lives to it, and none of it happens without the support from you guys. So, hats off.
And I know you're going to go crazy tomorrow night. We've got a sellout crowd here in Chicago, and you're the local boy. It's going to go nuts when you guys come out.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it, guys.
Fellas, mics down, step forward for a face-off, and let's hear some support for these guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Hatrian of Armenia, and the white-hawk Porta of the United States of America. And you can feel the intensity coming off these guys. Face in front, tomorrow it goes down. Look at the conditioning on these athletes tomorrow. East versus West 18, EVWsports.com. You can see it. Porta, Arsen, Hatrian. Here we go with our next athletes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring them up. This one is in the men's super heavyweight division. The right arm, 5 rounds to decide the winner. And a multiple Kazakh and WAF world champion, Georgi Zaranov, is our first athlete. And as you will notice by the stage shaking, this guy is put together. His opponent is a North American legend. His opponent is a monster. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Michael Todd. We're going to start with Georgi Zaranov. Alien territory. He's traveled to the USA to face an All-American. How has the preparation gone coming into this for Georgi?
Всех приветствую, hello. Чувствую себя хорошо, готовился, форма хорошая. Полет тоже был примерно плюс-минус хороший, хоть и с пересадкой, но я довольно-таки быстро здесь акклиматизировался.
I feel ready, I feel great, and my preparation went well, and flight was a little bit like longer, around 18 hours. However, he said that actually time difference, 9 hours. Right now he feels good and he's ready to fight.
Now, Georgi, a lot of people speak about your power. They speak about this man being X-factor, awkward, difficult, and unusual to arm wrestle. Have you been able to do some specific preparation for the style of arm wrestler that you're going to face in Monster Michael Todd?
О том, что вот у Майкла очень неудобный стиль, что он это вот эти выкручивает. Смог ли ты разработать какой-то особенный стиль подготовки вот именно к нему?
Ну, против Майкла я ничего нового не придумывал. Буду бороться так, как он не любит. Ну, все мы знаем ключики против Майкла Тодда. Постараемся показать вязкую борьбу. Единственное, он очень неудобен, но я люблю вязкую борьбу. И думаю, что мы покажем хорошую армрестлинг, хорошую войну.
So my preparation to Michael, I'll fight him as most of the athletes, same style. I think the stamina and endurance is gonna be a main factor here, and I think the hook and all this kind of how I feel comfortable. Obviously, I had some movements explicitly for Michael, and I think the stamina and endurance will be the main factor here. But I'm ready for a war.
Let's come over to Monster Michael Todd. Mike, another absolute savage stands across from you. You're here, you're on home territory. It's fair to say your last 2 outings have been unbelievable. Gasparini, Vitaly Larratt. Now, Georgi Zaranov. Doesn't get much tougher. It's a hard life you lead.
Yeah, the division's stacked full of killers. I'm at least thankful that this is the United States. So he had the long travel. I just get to do a 2-hour flight. So super happy about that. Yeah, he's a killer, man. He's super strong. I got a lot of people thinking that I'm the favorite. It's gonna be easy. I'm prepared for a war. I've seen this guy lose 2 rounds, come back and win the next 3 several times. Crazy endurance, a lot of heart, a lot of respect for Georgi. So I'm ready for a war. I'm just ready to get going.
You've been in this game for so long, Michael. You've probably done everything there is to do. You've faced the best athletes all over the world. There was a time when the moniker existed, the best defensive arm wrestler of all time. You got a bit of attack there as well. Which are you going to need most of against Yuri Zaranov?
I'm just going to try to control the hand peg to hand peg center with a lot of back pressure. I know he's had a very formidable hook. It's been a long time since someone's turned me in a hook, so I'm just going to do what I do. I'm sure he's going to try to do what he does and make the best man win.
Now, Mike, we heard Georgi a moment ago say that the blueprint is out there on how to beat Michael. He's going to address this the same way that he saw Ernest Gasparini, Vitaly Laletin. He knows the route through, and yet you're working hard at the Monster Factory to evolve your game. Do you have any surprises up your sleeve?
Yeah, probably no surprises, man. I'm shoring up the holes, man. I'm getting stronger. Since the surgery, I've got new range of motion. I'm getting that range of motion stronger. It won't be my ace. My ace is going to be dragging back, high knuckle pronation, try to crack his wrist, keep him on my side of the table, and just out arm wrestling. But I mean, people know how to beat me. They know what you have to do. Just can you do it?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take this one to the floor, see what questions we've got from Monster Michael Todd and Georgi Zaranov. Just allowing them to come in, I wanted to go and ask a little question of Mr. Zaranov also. We heard Mike say there that about the technique, but he's also got the power. You think Michael's strong enough to meet you head on in a hook?
No, I'm not going there. I'm not doing that. Maybe after a couple of rounds I might do it, but that is not my A plan, I promise.
Who do you believe is the stronger man in this match, Georgi?
Как ты считаешь? Он сейчас спросил, как ты думаешь, Майк готов тебя встретить в крюке? Майк сказал, нет, я не готов пока что, может быть, несколько раундов. Он сейчас спрашивает, кто в целом сильнее в этом поединке. Кто сильнее в этом поединке? Ты или кто сейчас?
Ну, на самом деле, силу будет показывать Table IQ. Если у меня получится за столом думать, то, думаю, 50-50.
Oh, hey, that's awesome. That's
massive respect there given by Georgi Zaranov. He's obviously seen the reels that you can hook pretty good, Michael.
I mean, I'm improving, and that's what's exciting for me is, I've been doing this for 35 years. I had this surgery just over 2 years ago, but I'm still making improvements. I honestly think he's going to get to face the best version of me yet, but I think I'm just going to keep improving from here, and, I'm excited, man. I'm excited about the future. Excited to be here at East vs. West. Thanks to all the fans for coming out. It's going to be a great show. I got an amazing, strong opponent, and it's going to be one to watch for sure.
And I think you've got some questions from the crowd right here. Dexter Tan with them.
So this question is from Rajan Dewangan. It's a question for Michael. Your strength typically lies in the defensive position. How have you prepared for a press this time?
Okay, I heard my strength lies in defensive position. Who's prepared for the press? I didn't get the last part.
How have you been preparing for a press?
For me to attack with a press, I don't train my press at all. It's something that's always kind of been there. I actually was just talking to Rebecca yesterday. I'm probably going to go home and change things up a bit, start training the press. The press isn't a surprise because I telegraph the heck out of it so people know it's coming, but it is fast and it's a silver bullet if I need it. But yeah, it's going to be a pro. I think talking about strength-wise, I think my pronation is stronger than his cup, and I think that's going to be what's going to determine the match.
Any more questions we got coming in? Okay, we're going to move on with tonight's show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's face these guys off. Before we do so, I think Georgi has one thing he wants to say there.
Oh, crap.
He got serious. We nearly got away with it.
Майкл, я тебя очень уважаю как человека и хочу, чтобы ты остался в супервесовой, супер тяжах. Я знаю, что у тебя борода длиннее, чем моя, но прости. Скорее всего, я выиграю.
Michael, I respect you a lot, and I want you to be in the super heavyweights and still perform year after year. And I know your beard is longer than mine, but tomorrow I'm gonna beat you.
Best of luck, young man. I'm excited for a war. I'll give it everything I got, I promise.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's face these guys off as they walk to the front of the stage. What a match in prospect from the United States of America monster, Michael Todd. And look at the face, look at the calm, sinister glare of Georgi Zaranov. Kazakhstan versus the United States of America. EVWSports.com, guys, if you want to see this, it goes down tomorrow night here from Chicago. And we will move on to the next match on the card. And I think there's a few of you guys at home have been waiting for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this match will be on the left arm to be contested over 5 rounds of arm wrestling featuring Poland and Canada. Let's welcome our athletes firstly, starting with this giant who hails from and is representing Poland. Raise it up and welcome Alex Cadet. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Cadet of Poland. He's been out clothes shopping. And his opponent hails from and is representing Canada. He is known as the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north. Welcome, no limits, Larratt. Polska and Canada will go at it left-handed. Oh, look at the stats, truly massive.
What are you doing taking my stuff, eh?
Def, my stuff.
Look, fits him pretty tight. Hey, it fits him pretty good, right? He just needs to get a bit bigger, and then he might look like me.
I already feel +5 to my power and +10 to endurance. Oh yeah, guys.
It's a bit too clean. I can tell it's been washed recently, okay? Not really my style, but one step at a time, Alex.
No limits.
I still have a lot to teach you, okay? I still have a lot to teach you.
I already get all the lessons. All take power from this guy to me. All knowledges, everything.
I try to learn from Alex, but I'm just not smart enough. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to be an aeronautical engineer anytime soon. But maybe I can still teach you something about the strap. Oh, I have a strap.
Beautiful strap.
I always do this thing where I try and arm wrestle a guy beforehand. But, I mean, are we allowed to do that? We're never allowed to do that, are we?
There was like a super convincing no came in from the event promoters there, ladies and gentlemen. So don't get too excited at home.
Everybody thinks Alex is so big, but I think I'm bigger.
Everyone tells it like 4 until 1.2. He's a favorite. I'm underdog. I have nothing to lose. He have a lot to lose.
Everybody who's a gambler, everybody who's on arm bet or whatever, explain to me how this guy can't even close a block, okay? He's been smoking me in practice over and over. I don't understand. Why? With your giant IQ, tell me, how is it that I'm the favorite?
Because people loves you too much.
Well, if it counts for anything, Alex, I love you, okay?
I also
I love you, okay? So,
oh, come on. Everyone knows we love each other.
The love will flow through me and into you, okay? And then I'm going to take it all away tomorrow, okay? And you're going to feel terrible.
You know, we are friends, but only after the match.
Yeah, I hate you. I hate you.
I hate you too, buddy. I hate you too. We are the best haters here.
Somebody told me...
Somewhere, when I say we are the best haters, Camille somewhere, a little bit crying.
Dexter, are we allowed to swear in Polish?
Dexter getting all the difficult questions to answer on the front row there.
Okay, you said it.
So, Devon, since you've been getting massive, it's going to make you feel good that even a man this big is fitting into the hoodie.
Really good. It is a good look on you, okay? You just have to not wash it for a while, okay? It's not supposed to shine like that.
I will not wash it. That's the magic of arm wrestling.
It's gonna be a good match. I'm excited. This is I haven't gone for the #1 spot in the left hand in a long time. I kind of left it alone when I was trying to push super hard with the right. But once again, I'm going for both. I'm going for right hand. I'm going for left hand. All I want to do is win world titles. I don't care if it's in the open, in the 115, in the 105. I just want to be a champion.
So here's a question for you, because there's a young man here. He's going to be a super fan of No Limits, Devon Larratt, super fan of EVW Sports. He sounded like he's a pretty big fan of yours too, Alex. And I'm speaking to him last night. I wish I could see him, actually. And he said, Neil, what do you think? How this match go down? I said, look, what do you think? He said, oh, I think Alex is going to win. I said, why is that? I said, you know that Devon's left arm at a time used to be really, really good. He said, yeah, but the game has changed. The level is different. And he said that even though your left hand was the best at one time, even that version would not be good enough today. What do you think?
I think Alex is 0-2, and he lost to David Daddycan. Okay? That guy weighs like
It was especially only to make you be sure that you will win.
If David Daddycan can beat you, I'm probably going to beat you too. He's not even that good. And you lost to Morozov. Where's Morozov? Man, I cracked his wrist and he beat you too. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you easy. It's going to be hilarious. Get ready.
No possible.
No, listen. You're bigger. You're younger. It's the new generation. You're #4. I'm not ranked. But somehow I'm the favorite. The public knows I'm going to beat you.
It's just when you are on the
get used to it.
You have too much to lose.
Go to bed at night. Realize you're going to be 0-3. Engen's probably not going to call you back. It's okay.
You know, seriously.
There's always WAF. Okay, you can pull WAF.
Seriously, to be on one stage with this guy, the biggest honor. Like, honestly, it's the biggest something. It was a lot of time my dream. This guy is so special. A lot of guys think his left is not. This left is very serious thing. Not in the past, now. For me, it's cool to beat this version of Devon.
I'm thinking about becoming a Polish citizen just so I can vote for him as prime minister. One day. One day he will be the prime minister of Poland, and just remember that we had this arm wrestle, okay?
For sure.
I want to, and when, I don't know, I mean, hopefully things go good always, but if I ever get kicked out of Canada, I can maybe seek refuge in Poland.
Guys, he's always welcome in Poland, always.
So, Alex, I met another fan yesterday in breakfast. He told me that you're going to lose. And I said, oh, really? Why is that? And he said, I'll tell you why, Neil, because whenever they train together, if you watch really closely, you kill Devon early, and then he gets one win, and then he runs you over, because this guy described you as like a drag car. He said you're really good for a short distance, but then you run out of gas. Is there any truth in that? Can you last? If he stops you, can you beat him in an endurance match?
You know, it sounds logical. Yeah, this guy, if he stumps somebody, it's almost always over. But with this guy, it's also possible to pull without wrist.
Did you say pull without tricks? What did you just say?
No, I say it's possible. It's possible.
Possible to what?
To pull you without wrist, because, you know, it's not everything.
Oh, come on. You not listen to that guy. I thought you were supposed to be smart. You're talking about flop wrist press? Man, everybody knows.
Some guys show that it's possible.
All you young arm wrestlers out there, do not follow this flop wrist training, okay? It's only weirdos that can do that stuff. You're just gonna get hurt. You try that with me, you're gonna end up having to pay $100,000 here in the States. It's not free, you know. It's not free to get surgery here. Okay, you go flop wrist against me, I'm worried you might break something. Your bicep feels a bit like a warm sponge that I wash dishes with, okay? You come in with a flop against me, that thing's just gonna rip apart.
Devon, you see? There's instruction what to do to you. It's
Exactly.
instruction to you what to do.
That's for you, buddy. I wrote that. When I got that done, I was thinking about you. You're sweating
it was
already.
Too long before
Why are you
met
sweating?
Me.
It's not even hot
It's
in here.
about hoodie.
It's not even hot in here, and you're sweating like crazy.
Plus endurance.
Yeah, you are shrinking down. By the time we pull tomorrow, you're going to be like 250 pounds. You'll be pulling
It's
feet.
according to the plan.
Hey, listen, Pauline, is this how you weight cut? You don't weight cut leading up to the event. You're supposed to weight cut and then regain it, not be sweating on stage like we're not in the sauna right now.
All the time, because endurance is important. So I just put the hoodie. Hoodie says me, you need more endurance. So I'm sweating to be more endurable.
I'm starting to realize that I've already won this match. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chicago. Thanks for coming. It's going to be a pleasure to beat this guy up in front of all you guys tomorrow.
So I'm sure we got some questions from the crowd. Let's throw it out to our VIP guests and also to the chat, and we'll see what we've got coming in. A few of our VIP guests. First question here.
I have a question for Devin. My favorite aspect of your style is your mind games. So how will your mind games influence the match this time?
You know, I've found that one of the most amazing things to be able to do is to do nothing and just to watch people crumble before you. You know, and I realize that when I come to the table, I actually don't need to play any games at all. He will just crumble before me. Tomorrow, when we are on stage, I will just be completely neutral, completely fair. There will be no deviation from center, and he will crumble in front of me. And this isn't a mind game. People think it's mind games. What it is it's hard work, it's homework, it's consistency. I'm just better prepared. I'm a better prepared athlete. He wishes. Look at him.
It's great
Look
to
at
hear.
this guy.
There will be no any tricks, no any trying.
It's not
Just
even
put
raining
the elbow
outside.
And lose.
I don't understand why I think it's raining right now, but I feel like it's raining or something. Man, it's gonna. You are gonna bring a towel to stage tomorrow, I hope. Like, we're switching sides. I want you to clean the pad after I pull you, because it's gonna be all. You know when you go to practice and the guy is like leaving a slobbery mess. Yeah, I don't want to pull on my side of the table. My side of the table. Your side of the table. You clean it, okay? You clean your side of the table.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
I'm not, really, I'm not.
Our next
really
question, guys, out in the crowd here.
Oh, hi. First
hell
time
is that
fan
girl?
over here. I have a question for you, Devin. If Alex does flop wrist press you, will you indeed bring his bicep home and actually wash dishes?
Ooh.
Oh.
I didn't mean, I actually meant it's like a marshmallow, not like a dish rag. I misspoke earlier. It's not, didn't have anything to do with that at all. It's like a marshmallow that I can eat and just lay in bed.
Everything just to not wash dishes. So everything.
We got another question from one of our VIP guests right here.
So I have this question for Alex. If you beat Devin tomorrow, what will the score be and who do you want to pull after?
That's a great question. You know, I just want to beat this guy. I don't take care about the score. The best score is 3-0, yeah? And I don't want to think what will be after, because my aim before and now always will be to be the first on the left, yeah? It takes time. We have a lot of cool guys on the left. In the rankings, probably a little bit weird. But this goal is the same, to be the first. Like later, now or later, I will be the first, for sure.
We got another question right here.
This one's for you, Alex. How do you plan on replenishing your energy after the match with Artem?
You know, it's
He got me
easily.
first. He got me first.
Okay, I did not know that. How do you plan on replenishing your energy after arm wrestling?
It's impossible. It's impossible. So, I tell you, you can't do it. You can't. It's like, how do you fix something that's broken? You can't. A surgeon, a doctor, are there any doctors in the house?
And yeah,
I want to ask you, if you lose, you like now thinking about it's possible or not, in percentage, in a real percentage. It's like 0% or you have something in your mind.
Percentage of me losing?
Yeah, in reality.
Hey, on the arm wrestling table against you?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
I don't know, Alex. I mean, I guess there's a number that's infinitesimally small that some what is that? What is the number I'm looking for? 0? Is that a number?
It's a good mindset.
It's a number, right?
I like
0
it.
does count as a number?
I like your mindset.
Alex, I'm gonna beat you. I'm sorry. I have to
I
apologize.
know you won't. You know I
You're
like you,
so
but I
big,
need to
and everybody
beat you.
thinks you should win,
You know,
and you think you
it's
should
better-
win,
it's
and all
better
of
me
Paula
to
thinks,
beat you than
and I'm gonna be
somebody
wearing
else.
Tyler and Camille, and the world is gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna call out
Exactly.
Denis Saplenkov, and I'll call out Vitaly, and everybody will be mad at me. Artem's probably gonna try and beat me up.
I say this is the
Life will
best
go on,
option
life
if
will
I beat
go
Devon,
on.
because if not me, somebody not good will beat you. So it's better that I will beat you, because I will beat you nicely, respectfully.
Now you won't.
And you will like it. You will like it and ask to do it again.
It's impossible for him to win, isn't it?
I'm going to be Switzerland right now. And I'm going to go over to this young lady here in the red T-shirt, Team Kinkali, with a question.
Hi, this is for Devin. I just want to know where your inspiration comes from for your attire. The shorts. You know, I'd be scared of you too.
So the shorts are a gift from a good friend of mine, Ottawa High Hookers. You know, I focus my attire on comfort and durability. You know, something that I feel I can just wear a lot, and you know, that's it. Simplicity, breathability. Yeah, sure. Just listen, Jody. Whatever makes Jody happy. I'm dressing primarily to make my wife happy. I don't know. What do you think, Jody? You love these shorts, right? These are your. Yeah.
Hey, Jody, does this kind of attire give him like freedom of movement when he's washing up?
Yeah.
Allows his body to breathe while he's doing those hard dishes.
Yeah.
See, we got any more questions in our VIP section out here? Or anything in from the chat? Yeah, I think we got just at the front.
We have a super chat question from Daniel Rasmussen. He asks, who would win in an Indian leg wrestling match between both of you?
Indian leg wrestling?
Indian leg wrestling? Oh, come on. That sounds a little bit corny. I don't know if we want to do that. Actually, I've never lost in any leg wrestling match. I've never lost. Just saying, I've never lost. I mean, he might be good, but I've never lost, ever, in my life before. And I think it is a native indigenous game in Canada, so I think I have a home court advantage. I don't think Polish people play that game, do they?
We got another question just over here. Alex is keeping on the fence with Phil Rasmussen's question,
Devin,
but thanks for that, Phil.
I think what we all want to know is, did your Crocs give you superpowers? The Crocs. Are you going to pull tomorrow without them?
I already have it.
Yeah.
So superpower goes to me.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, you turn your back for 1 second and you're naked. You know, I got taking all my stuff.
Chicago's reality.
Yeah.
Chicago's traditions.
I just turn my back for 1 second, all my belongings are gone. I'm gonna wear my Adidas. My Adidas are my fighting shoes.
Okay, we got any more questions? Or are we going to let these fellas go back and get ready for this matchup? Let's just have a little count into the VIPs.
I weigh.
We do have a scale, Dexter. Somewhere, don't we have a scale here? Because I saw a scale
let's
earlier.
do it.
Live weighing, ladies and gentlemen, off spec. Where's that scale?
Nice. I bet you I'm.
Oh, here we go. We got a scale right here.
300 pounds. I bet you I'm 300 pounds.
Let's have a look. Let's see what we got.
You first, me?
You first.
Me
You're
first.
You're probably lighter.
Let's have a see. We can keep this running with Lavan and Hermes also. Oh.
137.6. So who's the math guy? 130. What is it? 302. So 300 pounds.
159.
He's shrinking.
3-4.
You were bigger earlier.
159.3.
He was bigger earlier. I'm closing in.
It's true.
That's not big enough.
Can we get that camera in here one more time? Devin, just step foot. Can we just get a close-up on this guy's feet? Look at this.
That's what feet are supposed to look like.
Look at that, look.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents.
That's what they're supposed to look like, everybody.
Looks like he's
Yeah.
come out of the Shire. Unbelievable. Guy's got some feet on him right there. Ladies and gents, we're going to let these guys get backstage. If that's all for our questions, we'll face them off first. Mics down, fellas, and let's get the face off. Everyone at home, left-handed super heavyweight division. No limits, Devin Larratt and Alex Cadet goes down tomorrow night here at the Westin in Chicago, Illinois. And you can see that neither man wants to break confidence up there. No limits, Devin Larratt, Alex Cadet, left-handed tomorrow. EVWsports.com, ladies and gentlemen. You want to see it live as well as all of our other matches. You can do so. Please get over there and buy your pay-per-view to do that. One more match remains on the card. It is the main event of the evening. It will be contested on the right hand. And the prize? It's being the man, the overall champion of the world in the super heavyweight division. Who will contest it? Italy and Georgia. Let's welcome firstly this man. He is the challenger and he represents the great arm wrestling nation of Italy. He is their flagship arm wrestler and his name is the Gladiator, Gasparini! One word springs to mind when Gasparini hits the stage. Quality, my friend. He's here, he's ready, and he's revved up. He will need to be. He faces the man who wears the gauntlet. He hails from and is representing Georgia. And he is the reigning and defending super heavyweight East versus West champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, look upon the very best. The Georgian Hulk, Lavan Sagarashvili! Lavan Sagarashvili of Georgia is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He is here to defend the title. We're going to start with the challenger. Fellas, grab a microphone there. Hermes, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of hype.
Prova.
And it works.
Okay.
Looking at this man now, the time is closing in. 1 day away. 1 day away from destiny. The opportunity to finish what you started last time. You've put in the work. You've put in the hours. How do you feel? Is it enough?
I feel confident, really, because I did a very good training. And I can't wait to pull tomorrow, because I know I'm stronger than last time, much stronger in a specific point. And it will be a super amazing fight, for sure.
Now, everybody at home knows how the match went down last time. You told me privately, and you've said many times on various podcasts, you didn't believe you could win last time. This
Yes.
time is different. You said to me the other day in breakfast, I want to do it now. I would do it right now. I just want to get it over with. How are you keeping those nerves, that nervous energy under control?
Last time when I fought him, I was not very confident because he never had some problem with other athletes. And I was the first to stop him a little bit and to have a super fight. And this time I feel if I stop him again, I can win.
Now, I think it's pretty globally recognized now and universally accepted that Lavan probably represents the highest peak level that we've ever seen in the sport of arm wrestling. The opportunity ahead of you tomorrow is truly massive. You're the flagship arm wrestler of your nation. When we did our podcast recently, you said you knew from a young age, and so did everyone around you, that you were special, that you were unique. Do you feel inside yourself like tomorrow may be a day of destiny? Like there may be something that could give you that shot?
Yes, maybe tomorrow it will be my destiny, but I don't want to talk too much because...
Stay calm.
No, talk, Herman. Really, I can't wait to pull. Really, I want to see I want to see what can open
he
my...
want to save strong, you know. He not want to talk.
Needs to keep all the energy in.
Yes.
And
He's smart.
Lavan, let's talk about that a little bit. The last time we spoke earlier today, and you said that your condition last time was not as high as now. All the talk has been that Hermes has improved. He's trained special things. You believe that your form now, he's going to feel something very different to what he felt last time.
I believe Hermes is better, but I better too, before last time. And yeah, I too, I wait tomorrow. Yeah.
I can see.
I feel I want to Mintaro
I wish that today was tomorrow already.
Yeah. There is a commonality across the athletes. They want to do it now. You can feel the energy. I wanted to ask you, how hard has it been? Is it to keep the motivation when at the moment you've been pretty untouchable? You've beaten everyone there is to beat. You've beaten 90% of the people who have ever faced you easily.
With Hermes, I have big motivation because we have very good match before, and I have motivation and I big interest to pull with him. Yeah, every time it's harder to find some motivation, but my motivation is my fans, my country, my people, and I want to be they happy.
Let's talk about the country thing a little bit, Lavan, because we came out here, the last time we were out, there was a Georgian contingent when you pulled Jerry Cadet. Half of the crowd.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Half of the crowd were from Georgia, and we know Georgia is a mecca.
It's better.
Yeah.
I can't wait to...
I hope Italian will come in.
No,
Hey,
only Georgian.
So something
Italian.
I want to mention, you're not going to believe this. Travis Pagent is out there. He was telling me earlier on, we've got an opportunity for you to earn $25,000 if you beat Lavan Saganash. I'm not making this up. These guys are here. They're going to come up. They're coming up on stage. Okay, so check this out, guys. Well, I'm going to be quiet, and we'll let this guy talk about it a little bit. Obviously, this is quite a gesture for the Gladiator.
Oh, well, how are you doing? We're very excited to have you in Chicago, to have this match. So on behalf of the Italian community, the Ganji Plumbing, we got your back. You beat them, $25,000.
Thank you so much, my friend. I must win now.
$25,000 raised.
Sorry. Only if he beat me on loose no? Loose no? Oh.
No, tomorrow we have this money for sure.
There's been... I'm going to finish what I was saying with Lavan there. Obviously, massive amount of the crowd were Georgian. Sounds like the Italian support is going to be off the charts as well. This is really creating some emotion globally. You guys are in the most difficult situation. The pressure is ridiculous. You're both the signature athlete of your nation. How are you managing to keep that under control? I can see that it's literally overflowing now. You want to do it right now. There's another day to wait. What are you going to do today? You're going to go lock yourself away to keep away from all the fans and all the pressure? How are you feeling?
I don't feel too much stressed, really. Yes, last time I was more without too much stress because I don't thought I can win like this. This time I will win, and that's why I feel pressure now.
This time I will win, and now that's why I feel pressure. You heard him say this. He really believes. And when we spoke earlier, you said you're going to make a statement here, unfinished business from what happened the last time around. Do you feel like this match will be easier than some of the matches you have had? Because I know you don't believe that Hermes necessarily represents the biggest threat out there. You think that there's bigger, more dangerous opponents in the super heavyweight division. Is that an accurate statement?
Oh, I want a good match. I not need to very easy match. I want to.
I want to express myself fully.
Yes, I hope. I hope.
And
I want to express myself fully, to make a statement.
And he's saying it's really sad that only the winner gets the money.
You need to... He's trying to angle. You can't knock Enterprise. He's trying to angle for an extra 25 grand here. And
but thank you.
The Italian contingent are like, no way, that is not transferable. Let's take this out to our questions. Oh, wait a minute, we got...
ესე რომ აფასებთ ხო, მადლობთ ხო, ყველა სახელით, ჩემი სახელით, რომ ძალიან კარგი საქციელია და ნამდვილად დასაფასებელი.
He wants to say thank you to everybody who respects him that much and showed that gesture, and he thinks that it's a really admirable act and he respects everyone.
It is indeed. Fantastic times. We got some questions. Hermes, Lavan, we got questions coming from our VIPs. If you guys can just listen into this.
So this is for Hermes. Lavan says, or Devin says that if Lavan goes for a press, you should hook him. Do you think you can really hook Lavan?
Sometimes you had a lot of planning before the fight. You think maybe a lot of techniques, what you will do, something like that. But in this level, I show the difference is how you can adapt in this situation.
Really? Hook?
I don't know. We will see tomorrow.
Hi, Hermes.
Question right here.
Lavan last time say if you're going again in flop press, they're going to break your arm. What do you think about that?
If I take his wrist, the match is over for sure 100%. He can't do flop press with me.
Oh yeah, easy match for Hermes.
We got somebody making some noise. Come up here and let them hear what you're saying.
Hey, didn't you say on a talk show recently?
No, not coming. Go.
Oh.
Go. Go.
Hey.
Because he has Hermes.
Didn't you say that you was gonna beat him and then beat me? Didn't he say that? Did you say that?
Lavan is blocking out the noise, doesn't want to entertain any of these questions.
Hey, Michael's over here too, you know. We can line up on you if you want.
Go with the question.
We got another question from...
He's always close. He always close.
It's hard to get rid of that guy, isn't it? He's right. He's listening.
My question's for Hermes. So in your head, are you planning on trying to gas him? Are you going to try to play around in the setup? Are you going to try to get him to get frustrated? Are you going to try to get him to kind of gas out in any way?
If the match will be very long, for sure, my endurance is better than him. This is a big factor, I think.
Yep, we got another question just over here from VIPs.
Hey, this question for Lavan. Usually you show your training footage, and I'm just wondering why this time you chose not to. Is it because you have a surprise or you just did something different? I'm curious about that.
Because that time I'm very smart and I have some surprises. What I not want to...
He can't do my same weight.
Yeah.
This is
because I training with the oxygen mask and with cola, and I'm not sharing my trainings. But what I'm sharing, I think it is not bad. Not bad.
We got another one right here.
Yeah, so I have a question for Lavan. So for this match, are you prepared to possibly be on the defense?
Defense? No.
What the hell is that?
No defense. Only attack.
Only attack, says the champion. No plans for defense. That leave you an opportunity there, you think, my friend? We got more in here. Okay.
This is a question for Lavan, so from Coach Ray, he says that...
From what the hell? Who's that guy?
Block this guy.
He says... So for Lavan, he says, everybody is talking about how much Hermes has improved since, but now he would like to know how much have you improved since your match with him?
In what areas? What is better?
He thinks his soul improved.
That's not terrifying,
Spiritually.
is it? Okay, we got another question over here. And then another one at the back, guys, just so you can see.
This is considering the gas mask, the oxygen tank. I had personally never seen it used before until your guys' last match. And I was wondering, is that something you guys have in the back? Do you think you're going to be needing it today? And if it is applied, I was hoping Devin could come out and hold it for you this time. Lavan?
I hope you got running shoes on, kid.
Who will use oxygen mask this time will lose for sure immediately.
He's left the car running.
Actually,
In the rules or not?
I plan on coming on the table with balloon. Yeah,
with an
yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. If something on...
You need this, forbid me?
I know.
You've got to be prepared.
It's okay to be better safe than sorry.
I think so.
You should be ready for everything.
Health and safety, right?
Yeah. You know, I know why you choose from this match
Do you think he's Italian, this kid? Look at him. He's Italian. He's a bloody Italian.
Pizza. Yeah. I know why you choose Chicago for this match.
Let's go. Why?
Yeah, because here living Al Capone.
Oh, there you go.
This is support him.
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
Oh, you don't know Al Capone. Call yourself an Italian?
God, I know.
What is this? We got another one at the back here.
Yes. What's going on, gentlemen? There's a lot of beef up there, a lot of power. It's incredible. My question for Lavan and Hermes. Lavan, what was it like curling 400 or 400 plus pounds? And my question for Hermes, what's the most you've ever curled?
So, what was it like to curl 400 pounds? And what is your personal best curl?
In the last period, last 2-3 years, I didn't train too much this because I feel some pain in the elbow. But my best 4 years ago, it was street curl, 100 kilo in the wall. But
So
for me, it's
curl.
not too much important, really. No, I don't care.
Not
this.
quality.
It's like a strongman, bodybuilder.
You must try.
On the table.
You must try, because when I try, I like.
It felt like I.
The guy asked, what did it feel like when he...
Yeah.
Okay.
It felt like he was curling the whole earth.
Yeah, very big weight. But I plan in future 200.
I got a little question. So, if any of you guys out there haven't seen it, Mitchell Hooper, one of the world's strongest man, strength legend, strength phenom, did a breakdown of Lavan and how he rated Lavan in terms of strength potential. You should go and check that out. He said that he feels that Lavan has incredible strength potential and with training could be exceptional in any field of strength. I wanted to know how Lavan feels when he hears so many people with such strength pedigree talk about him in such high regard.
სასიამოვნოა რა თქმა უნდა, როცა ეგეთი ხალხი ჩემზე კარგს ლაპარაკობს და მოთასებენ, რაც შეეხება სიძლიერეს, კი, თუმცა ცოტა ფეხები ჩამომრჩება, ფეხებით ვერ ათხოვთ.
He's saying that it's very nice to hear when people who are so respected talk so highly of him, and he's saying that in terms of all areas, he's a little bit behind in the legs. So
A little bit behind in the legs.
I need to 1 or 3 years for training legs after I can compete in strongman.
Is that something you would like to do at some stage?
No.
All about arm wrestling. Have we got any more questions from the crowd? Any more of our, because I cannot see further back with the lights. Have we got any more questions or anything from the chat? Okay, I'm being told we're going to wind it up there anyway. Just we're running out of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get these guys to face up at the front.
No question, no.
Okay, fellas, mics down. Let's get you to the front. Face these fellas off. The floor is yours. Hey, I'll tell you what we didn't do. Does anybody want to see how much these guys weigh? Let's have a look at that, because we got a scale right here.
No, not need.
Mr. Gasparini, let's just get this scale on for you. There we go. Let's see. So Hermes Gasparini, a day before the match, 128.6 kilos, 128.6 for the Gladiator. Okay, let's see if the scales are up to this. Lavan Zaranov. Here we go. He's passed already and only 1 foot is on there. Oh my word. 176, 175.9, 176, hovering around there. It's gone to error. 176 and change for Lavan Zaranov. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the super heavyweight division, and it is for the championship of the world, your main event. Hermes, the Gladiator Gasparini, will face Lavan Zaranov, East versus West 18. EBWSports.com if you want to see it live tomorrow night here from the West End in Chicago. Ladies and gents, go buy the pay-per-view. We want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has tuned into today's presser. Gasparini and Lavan Zaranov tomorrow night, EBWSports.com. But for now, from here, for myself, Neil Pickup, Ryan Bowen, and everybody on the EBW staff, we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.